What's going on, everyone? Mitesh here with MTech, and today I want to talk to you guys about what I want to see in the Pixel 3. So we're about 4 months out from the Pixel 3 being announced, and I thought it'd be a good time to talk about the things that I want to see change from the Pixel 2 to the Pixel 3. So let's start off by talking about the one thing that's going to be most controversial is the fact that I'm pretty sure the Pixel 3 is going to have a notch. Now, I know a lot of you are going to hate that design choice, and I personally would have preferred if they didn't go that route, but there's a lot of things in Android P that makes me feel like that it is going to happen. So first of all, it's the fact that they did add support for notches, so in developer options, you can go ahead and turn on a virtual notch so you can see what your apps look like, and they would really only do this if they were planning on adding a notch on the Pixel so that people could start designing for it. Now, there is some thought that maybe it's because other Android phones have it, but yeah, there's a couple other things that make me feel like that the Pixel 3 will have it, and it's the fact that they move the clock from the right-hand side to the left-hand side in the status bar, so I don't know why you would do that except you're trying to get things more even between the both sides. And another thing that they did was the fact that they are reducing the number of notifications you can see in the top. So before you could have as many icons as it would fill up there. But now they're doing it so that you can only have like 3 icons, and then it'll start showing you dots and 3 dots maximum. So if you have more than that many notifications, that it will just stop at 3 dots. And that makes me think that there's going to be a notch there and they don't want anything to go past it, so that's why they're doing it. So yeah, for those reasons, I'm pretty sure the Pixel 3 is going to have a notch. So I've pretty much given up. I'm pretty sure they're going to have a notch, and I think we're just going to have to learn to live with it. And hopefully it means that they'll have more space to put in a better front-facing camera, and hopefully they'll be able to keep the dual speakers. I know it's going to mean that they will have to have a chin, but I'm okay with the chin as long as they keep the dual front-facing speakers. I think those are great, and I think we need to preserve those. Alright, so let's move on from the controversial notch issue and let's talk about what I want to see in the Pixel 3. And the first thing I want to see is a redesign. So the Pixel 2, especially the Pixel 2, the smaller one, that design has gotten super old. So next up in the Pixel 3, I want them to have a brand new design where, first of all, that they have the same exact design for both the small and the bigger one, the 3 and the 3XL. But I also want them to shrink down the top and bottom bezels. I want them to shrink down the side bezels. Like, yeah, if you put even the Pixel 2 XL up against some newer flagships, yeah, it definitely looks dated. So I want to see a new design on the front, and in the back, most likely we'll probably get glass following every other phone's trend and get wireless charging too, so yeah, I'm okay with that, I'm probably going to throw it in a case anyways. But yeah, more or less, I just want to see a new design. I feel like the Pixel 2 has really been losing out when it comes to design, and people are just putting up with it because of the great software and the great camera. Speaking of cameras, let's talk about what I want to see in the Pixel 3 camera. So right now, the Pixel 2 has probably one of the best cameras on the market. Even with a single lens, it still outperforms a lot of dual lens phones. But in the next version of the Pixel 3, I would really like them to add a secondary telephoto lens. Now, I've thought about this a lot, and I used to think I would prefer ultra-wide lens, but I've been thinking about it, and I would think I would prefer a telephoto because it would give me the ability to leave my DSLR with a zoom lens at home, because when it comes to ultra-wide shots, I can always take a panorama if I need to, but when it comes to getting telephoto, getting close to something, like if there's a fence in the way, I would love to be able to zoom into a photo physically versus digitally, and yeah, so I decided that I would like a secondary telephoto lens on the Pixel 3. Alright, so last but not least is the fact that I want the Pixel 3 to not have hardware issues. So the Pixel 1, when it first came out, it had a bunch of issues. I believe it still has issues with Bluetooth. I don't know if they ever really solved it. But yeah, they had those issues. The Pixel 2, the XL version, obviously the screen had a lot of controversy around it. So with the next version, I really want them to get it right. I want them to not make any more excuses and people to put up with the hardware because of how good the software is. I want to have good hardware and good software. So if you guys can just figure that out, that will be great. And that's pretty much all I have for you guys with this one. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in the Pixel 3. And if you guys like this, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe if you guys want to see more videos like this. And I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye!